I notice that when I'm doing the work, um, and I'm doing the long form of the judge your neighbor worksheet, filling it out, um, that my wants and needs can be very similar. And so when I'm getting ready to do the 4 questions on, like, let's say my wants, I notice, and then I do that, and then I'll go to my shoulds uh, or needs. I notice that, oh, this is almost kind of similar to what I just did. How do I, do I just not repeat, but just look at it again? What do you
Right.
suggest?
Okay, yeah, it's a good question. A very common thing for almost all of us. Um, so yeah, you can really just use your own judgment in terms of whether you feel like I don't really want to work that again because it's so similar to what I just worked that I'll just skip it. That's certainly a way to deal with that. The want statement was, I want him to listen to me. And the need statement was, I need him to listen to me. So you could just say, okay, I kind of already worked it with the want, and I don't really need to work it again because of the need. It's just very similar. Yeah, I've done that plenty of times. So skipping is one option. The other option is noticing there's a slight difference between a want and a need, and sometimes that does make a difference in the experience. Like, I want him to listen to me. Yeah, that that is true. Do I need him to listen to me? Okay, it's a little bit different. It's also kind of true, but I might find something different when I do the different word there. And even the turnarounds might be different. Instead of I want me to listen to me, then it might turn around to I need me to listen to me. And again, it might be so similar that you're like, I don't see anything new here. But on the other hand, if you go in with an open mind, you may find that there are some nuances or differences that will come out. Um, yes. The other thing is, I have done the work on the same exact statement multiple times, sometimes just to see, because every time I sit and do the work, it's a new me, especially if there's been a day or two between doing when I just did it and when I'm doing the next statement that's the same. So it's just a meditation. I could do the same work again and say, okay, I want him to listen to me. I questioned that the other day. Today, I need him to listen to me. Basically, the same statement, but let me go in and start afresh without worrying that I've done it before and see
Mm.
what I find. And you can often find the experience is slightly different. The way you answer question 3 might be different. The way you answer question 4 might be different. The way you find examples for the turnarounds might be different. And so your experience of that work may be different, even though it's basically the same statement both times. And then also, another kind of third thing I can bring in is that um, and I guess this is not really an answer to your question, but an additional thing to keep in mind is that if you're noticing that your statements are the same on lines 3, 4, and 5, like the shoulds, the wants, the shoulds, the needs, if they seem like they're consistently the same on all your worksheets, then you might want to look at a little more closely at the differences between those questions, because there are some very interesting subtleties and differences. We cover a lot of that in the Work 101. And so if you've taken that course, just review those notes, or if you haven't, then take that course. But in short, like, a want is like what I'm wanting. I just want it. It's like emotionally, like a tantrum. We often say, I want him to listen to me. And then the shoulds would be more like a little bit. Once I've gotten the wants off my chest, there's a little more of the shoulds are advice that would get him to listen to me. What should he do? He should see what it feels like to be listened to, and he should want that for me, and he should, you can kind of sit with it and kind of tease out what would help him to listen to me better. And those advices can be quite different than the original want of, I want him to listen to me. And then when you get to the needs, it's easy to flip back as if it was a want again, but there's something more to the needs than often we think about. And that is, once they've done what they've done, like he didn't listen to me and it kind of hurt me. It caused that feeling of hurt inside. So now what would I need him to do in order to reverse that hurt, in order to heal that hurt, or to address that hurt that he created in me? And so when you look at the needs from that point of view, you may often find that there's more than just, I need him to listen to me. It's like, I need him to see that he hurt me. I need him um, to uh, uh, let's see what else. I need him to um, I don't have a very specific situation in mind, so I'm having to kind of fumble through here. But I need him um, to see that uh, I I need him to what would address the need? That's what I'm looking for. What would address the hurt? He didn't listen to me. It hurt me. I need him to see that I feel rejected. That would help right there. I need him um, to look for how he can make me feel better. I need him to apologize. I need him to do whatever it is. Basically, make amends. So the needs are, how can they make it right for me? The wants are, I just want you to change. I want you to just start listening to me. That's all. The needs are, I want you to fix what you broke. I want you to fix what you broke. Yeah. I want you to, even though it's crazy to make them responsible for my internal emotion, I believe they hurt me. So I also kind of believe in that stress state that they could unhurt me. And so that's what that question for the needs really focuses in on. But that's an aside. That's like when you're writing the worksheet. When you've already written the worksheet, you could write a few more lines on your line 4 just to see if you find something more that's different than, I want them to listen to me. Or you could do what we were saying, either skip it or do it again as if it was for the first time.